Hey guys, thanks for joining me on this never before seen footage of Cabo Rojo in the Dominican Republic. Guys, I'm going to start you guys off at Cuevo de las Aguiles. Okay, this is a site that myself and my director of operations, Carlos, stayed at when we made this long road trip from Capcana all the way to Cabo Rojo. And there's some amazing drone footage of this stay. We went ahead and stayed oceanfront in one of those little tent type of setups, and it was an amazing experience. This is open to the public right now. It's probably one of the only spots you can stay in Cabo Rojo. But what I want you to pay attention to is the vastness of the grounds. Look in the distance. Look off into the sunset over there, because Cabo Rojo is basically, to me, it feels like Montana. So you know when you watch Yellowstone and these other shows that have started gaining a lot of popularity, and they describe how Montana was built, guys, this is what I'm feeling. This is the same thing happening here. It is absolutely overwhelming and mind-blowing how grand of a project that this is. I know we talk about the all-inclusive resorts here, and you're going to see that here shortly in the footage. The ports that are being built, you're going to see the all-inclusive mega resorts being built. But guys, I think that is just tip of the iceberg of what is coming here. So this is where we're going to start this video off, where we stayed, and this is a really cool experience. I highly encourage you to do it, but it is not for the weak of heart. You are in the middle of nowhere, and we're going to take you for a flight all the way from here all the way down to the Cabo Rojo port, okay, where they've already started their inaugural cruises, okay, to the likes of Norwegian, and all the major operators are coming there. Come out here, stay in one of these amazing tents, oceanfront. It's a really cool experience. Prices are reasonable, but you are out there in the middle of nowhere. There's a restaurant here, all sorts of amenities here. You can do a lot of cool things. But what I want you to see here in this footage is kind of where to expect to stay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to drive. You're going to see the Tahoe sliding along below us, and we're going to take you all the way out right to show you the port. And that's all the way down. I'd say about a 15-minute drive, maybe 20 minutes. Dirt roads all the way. But guys, this is some big bucks that are going into this, and it is going to be something very, very incredibly significant in a short period of time. Okay, short period of time. What am I forecasting? 2 to 5 years out. This is going to be something else. 10 years from now, forget about it. I think there's going to be thousands upon thousands of people living here in and around these resorts. Okay, there's going to be subdivisions. There's going to be subdivisions rolling, being built up on these hills, and you're going to have these amazing, beautiful views. It is going to be something beautifully stunning. Hey guys, I apologize about the audio. I'm actually on a flight right now, and I'm trying to get this video done for you guys, so I want you to be able to see and feel exactly what's going on in the Dominican Republic overall. It is an amazing country, a lot of scale, a lot of growth, and you're in for an absolute treat here. If you choose to be an investor and you get into this, it is still early, guys. It's still very, very early. We are very competitive real estate wise relative to the rest of the Caribbean, and look at those views. Look at how stunning the beaches are there. And Cabo Rojo is tip of the iceberg, absolute tip of the iceberg as far as growth potential. But this is big time stuff. Huge stuff happening here. It's a next level kind of thing. It's not for your retail investor at this point, not even near large retail investors. This is something happening at economic levels that are well beyond the unless you're a multinational corporation, hundreds of millions of dollars, this is not the play for you at this time. So that being said, what I'm going to be showing you here is some of the mega resorts that have started to be built here in Cabo Rojo. You can see all the construction. It is expansive, it is massive, it is mind-blowing. I was completely taken back So is Carlos by the scale of what is happening here. You can see the major highways being built here, the major roadways being built. You can see how beautiful it is, though. As we're painting off to the left here, you're able to see exactly where we were out in Cuevo de las Aguilas. Okay, where I was showing you earlier. It's all the way back top left of the screen. That's where we were. All right, so you can see exactly where that was. Basically right there, center of the screen, that's where we were. So we drove all the way out there, taking dirt roads. Now all of this is going to be very, very developed here in coming years. But as of right now, this is bleeding edge kind of stuff. And that's why we did the close to 9-hour trip from Cap Cana all the way nearing the border of Haiti to be able to see what this is. And that's what's really special about this. This is something, these are grounds that were uncharted grounds in the past, and these are now becoming some of the most significant real estate development opportunities that have ever existed for multinational corporations. Okay, and here is a good indication of it. Have a look, guys. If you think I'm just talking about stuff that could come, no, guys, this is coming. It is hundreds of millions of dollars. Look at the size of these resorts. You're going to have multiple resorts that are spanning across this entire landscape here along the ocean. And here you go. There's one of them. Well under construction, moving along at a very, very rapid pace. And I forecast about a year from now, this is going to be up and running, and you're going to be on the cusp of something amazing. Look at the structures. These are mega resorts, guys. These are blowing away the size of any resort that you see in Punta Cana. They're going to be all beachfront. I believe they're, what I counted when I was driving from the main entrance, which I'm going to take you to, that's where the port is. What I counted was about 15 plots that were assigned and allotted for resorts of this scale. So you can only imagine how phenomenal this is going to be. Look at the turquoise blue. Look at the mountain range. That's what I really want you to pay attention to. The mountain range in the distance. What I believe is going to be happening here is there's going to be real estate developments all up and down those mountain ranges. It is going to be some of the most beautiful views and residential communities that have ever existed. Now, guys, this is just a cash look into the future. Okay, that's all I'm doing here. There's nothing that validates what I'm saying at this point in time. Only thing that validates what I'm saying is those structures that are solid concrete below me. All right, when you see those solid concrete structures, you know this is happening. It is real, and it is large at scale. What I'm forecasting is the likes of a major city being developed here, and major residential opportunities, and adding to the development of what the Dominican Republic already is at a scale that none of us could even fathom. When you look at these resorts here, you're going to see another one that is well on its way. Again, I apologize. I don't know which one is which. I was kind of on edge as I was popping the drone up. I felt like I was doing something I shouldn't be doing, because look at all that caliche right at the bottom of the screen. Look at all those little mounds. That is caliche coming in, leveling off the ground. So that's another site that's under construction. And we're coming up on another one that is well on its way. This one is massive. Massive. Have a look at it. Spin the camera around so you can see the one we just went over, and I'm sure you guys have stayed at all-inclusive resorts before, but guys, I have never seen resorts this big. Never ever seen resorts this big. These are just mega resorts, and there's going to be one after another running along this coast. What is the plan here? There's going to be a major, massive airport that's about 45 minutes away. Okay, there's a massive, I would say, I don't know the length of this highway, but my guess, because I drove through the curved roads going through the hills, and I could see the massive carve out going all the way from one side to the other. And my guess is it probably went at least 80 to 100 miles. and this thing is dug out and ready for concrete to be laid on it. So they're getting ready to have major thoroughways, major highways that are bringing people by the thousands and thousands to this area via airports, via cars, via cruise ships. What's that going to do? That's going to spark an entire economy that's going to boom here. You're going to have people moving here, building homes, building apartments, and then the floodgates will open. However, as you know, you have not seen this footage before. You haven't seen it because you are very, very early to this. So early that nothing is for sale. Okay, you're not finding opportunities to buy a plot of land, to buy a couple hundred square meters of land where you're going to build apartments. No, that opportunity does not exist right now because we are in the infancy of this, and I just wanted you guys to get some exposure to it, to see it, to feel it, and that's what you're seeing here. Look at the size of it. It looks like there's some villas being done down there. Those villas will be part of the mega resort that's going to be there. Which resort is it? I can't tell you. Look at this major intersection right here. You can see the concrete factory they have in the background to supply all the concrete to all these people, all these multinationals that are doing the work. And what's going to be really cool here, so stick around. Hopefully you're not getting bored because you're going to see the port, Cabo Rojo. This is where the ships have already started coming. I believe their inaugural was December of 2024. So you're going to see that here in a few minutes as I do a spin here. There it is. Okay, so you're seeing it off in the distance. There is that resort. Look, I don't know if that's one or two, but it is massive. It is absolutely massive. It is mind-blowing to see what is happening here because, guys, this was untouched territory before. There was nothing, and I mean nothing here before, and now look at this. A few years from now, you're going to say, I can't believe, you're going to refer to this video again, and we're going to compare it to what exists in coming years, and we're going to be blown away. And this is what I'm talking about. Dominican Republic progress, huge growth, massive growth. That's the kind of stuff that we saw in the 50s, 60s, 70s in Canada and the US. We're seeing it here now. I want to zip you guys out. I'm going to speed up the video a little bit. I'm going to get you out to the port. What we're doing here is we're zipping along. I'm just fast forwarding. You can see the Tahoe zipping down the road over there. The drone is chasing us down the road in this, feels like we're off in Montana or middle of Texas or something like that, and we're just zipping down the road. What I'm doing here is I'm taking you to see the port in the distance. I'm going to fly over the port. I don't think anyone has ever done this before, but we're going to go ahead and check this one out and see what it looks like. So we're going to take you over the port. Guys, we've already had ships coming in here, and look how elaborate this thing is. I'm going to slow down the footage for you so you can have a look and see exactly what is going on. This is major stuff. It's serious stuff, and it's happening right here in the DR. But yeah, the sheer size and magnitude of this thing is unbelievable. I'm going to zoom in here a little bit for you before we get to the end of the video, but yeah, this is what I wanted you guys to see. So if you're going to be taking a cruise and you're going to be coming out here, you can see this is just a world in the making here. This is not just some small development. This is a massive major city being constructed, a major massive tourist hub with cruise ships, airports, all-inclusive resorts, all the biggest of the biggest. And what you're going to have here in coming years is some amazing opportunities. But as of right now, guys, this is not for retail investors. Okay, this is not for retail investors. In coming years, I'm sure you're going to see full neighborhoods being built and all sorts of stuff happening coming years. My prediction is 3 to 5 years. If you come back here in 15 years, I am predicting this is going to be something that compares to any major city. anywhere in the world. Because when Carlos and myself were leaving Cabo Rojo on this trip, the mountainscape, the landscape, it was so stunning because it was nothing but mountains right to the skies and rolling mountains, allowing for development to happen on those hills and having beautiful ocean views everywhere along there. It is just something that is stunning and something that you can only truly appreciate, guys, if you come and do this trip. But please remember, my name's Cash, President and CEO of Cash International Luxury Real Estate. Hope this video helps open your eyes about the DR and you are considering it as an investment opportunity for yourself and your families. Send me a WhatsApp. Love where you live.